I'm going to be telling you exactly why Conor McGregor punched an Italian DJ in the face. So first and foremost, they're partying. Conor McGregor must have been drunk. Proper 12 Irish whiskey.
Oh Lord, shave me, that's tasty.
That must have been the reason. We all do stupid stuff when we're drunk. Obviously, definitely, I hope you guys don't attack Italian DJs when you're hammered if they're not playing your proper playlist.
Fuck, man.
But nonetheless, it has to be drugs and alcohol. Like, maybe I don't want to accuse him of being on drugs, but you know, it's Conor McGregor. He's worth a shit ton of money. I'm not going to say what type of drug. I'll just leave it to your imagination, but drugs and alcohol are my first thing that came to mind. You know, he's partying, he's rich, he's in Italy, he's on vacation. Unfortunately, I've been at parties where people have been on drugs.
What is drugs?
And playing beer pong against them, and they're just so aggressive. They just seem like they're gonna fight anyone over the littlest thing. Like, we disagree on a rule in beer pong. Like, it looked like this guy was gonna headbutt me in the chin.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
And also, on that topic of drugs and alcohol, this guy just broke his ankle against Dustin Poirier. So he's probably on pain medication. And according to Michael Bisping, he's had a couple knee replacement surgeries. And he said him and his son both got surgeries at the same time. And his son Callum is a very chill young man. And the two were arguing over the stupidest stuff at the kitchen table one day. And he was explaining it. And you know, especially if you're being on pain medication, it messes with your mind. And you're mixing in alcohol and you're mixing in drugs. And you're mixing in that fucking huge ego that Conor McGregor has, shit's gonna go down if something, even the slightest thing happens. He's gonna snap. That's my first and foremost suspected reason why Conor McGregor would do something like this. You guys can comment below if you agree. And while you're there, you can comment below what you think is the reason behind Conor McGregor attacking this DJ.
What was the reason?
We're gonna go into a couple more right now. Just on the topic of attacking people at a club, Conor McGregor, one day he might attack the wrong person. He might especially in Italy, like where the mafia is born and bred, man. Like, if you attack a guy who has a connection with the mob, you're dead. You're dead. You're getting hung. Everyone's getting hung. That's the way it is. You mess with the mafia. Have you guys watched Godfather? Have you guys watched any mafia movies? That shit's like the Family Channel compared to what the reality of it is. You know, like Conor McGregor's got to be careful with that because he's picking on guys that cannot fight for their lives. And you never know. Maybe nowadays he's going to pick on a guy who he may not be in the mob. He might be in the gang, or he might be just a psychotic, insecure man at a club with a knife or a gun. And then he just shoots him or stabs him. That's a complete, honest reality of what can happen if you attack someone at a club. That's why you should never get into a fight on the street.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Because you never know who you're fighting, and you never know what they're capable of. You never know what weapon they have. Never. You never know what kind of friends they have that are around that you're not aware of. Never get into a fight. It's never worth it. Put your ego aside.
Fucking disclaimer right there for all you guys.
So the next point that came to my mind was this Conor McGregor of CTA. You know, Conor McGregor's been fighting since he was in his early 20s. I believe he took up boxing even before that, so he's been hit in the head a good amount of times. He's had a couple of good wars in the UFC with Nate Diaz and other fighters. You know, he's got knocked out against Dustin Poirier, so maybe that his brain's still rattling from that. He got smashed by Khabib, he got smashed by Poirier in the rematch, so he's definitely had some brain trauma. I don't know how severe it would be. He even got TKO'd by Floyd Mayweather. So now we're actually going to be peeling the onion even more and digging deeper into the reason why Conor McGregor did this. So first and foremost, we all know Conor McGregor hasn't won a fight in a minute against a reasonable opponent, and we know Conor McGregor has probably the biggest ego on planet Earth and in the Milky Way galaxy. So maybe Conor's ego is taking a huge hit and is shattered from losing in the UFC because this is his life, this was his passion. You know, he's making hundreds of millions of dollars outside the UFC, so he has no reason to fight, but he still does so because he is a fighter. He says that in all his interviews in his latest fights after making millions and millions of dollars.
People ask me that all the time, why am I here? Am I too accomplished to be here, but it's what I love to do. It's all I do.
So with that, if he can't fuck up people in the UFC ring and someone irritates him outside of the ring and he just socks him in the face, because that's the only real type of self-worth he gets when he hurts people. And lately he's hurting people that have no chance against them. With the huge rise and peak that he had, maybe he's just really insecure now. He's really insecure that people just don't respect him. They don't care. You know, he's probably getting a lot of treatment differently in public now that he is losing a lot. He's getting a lot less respect from everyone I'm around him.
Yes.
So what I also thought, I talk a lot about cultural differences, and a lot of cultures have different humor, they have different values, morals, ethics. You guys know the whole ordeal with it. Like I talked about it in the Habib UFC Ring Girls videos that you guys love, appreciate the support on all those. But as an Italian, we're very loud. And we're very, I guess, obnoxious. I won't disagree with you guys if you say that whatsoever.
Jesus Christ.
So maybe some of the Italian humor didn't really tie over well to Conor McGregor.
I'm just breaking balls.
And maybe he got offended and maybe he just popped the DJ in the face. That's something I really thought of. That could be a very good possibility of this whole situation occurring. And also another important thing is, imagine if Conor McGregor knocked this DJ out, he hit his head on the cement, cracked his head, had a brain bleed, and then passed away and died. And then Conor McGregor's in jail for life. But like, it's just crazy. That's just another reason why it's never worth it to fight someone on the street, because even if you kick the guy's ass, you can kill them and you're gonna be ended up in jail. And another reason is, like, you know, Conor McGregor, he has a lot of friends around him. They're all yes men. Of course, they're all going to be yes men. Like, they all want to be a part of that lavish lifestyle. They're not going to confront Conor McGregor with the shit he's doing and say, listen, man, you got to stop this. You're in the wrong. You're messing up. You got to change your ways. If a person said that to him, his good friend for years and years, that friend could get socked in the face by Conor. That's how unstable this guy is lately. And another situation, maybe he just has anger management. That could also be a very possible situation. He definitely needs therapy and help. Definitely will not get it, because why would he? Imagine me and Conor McGregor, biggest ego, like I said before, hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank. You don't give a fuck what anyone says. You literally do whatever you want on a daily basis and get away with it, because you can literally pay your way out of every situation. I'm pretty sure he even did that with the mob when he got in trouble with the mob. He literally paid his way out of that situation. That's what comes with money. You have a lot of freedom. So you guys can comment below what you guys think about this situation and what you think is the reason behind it. And because you're here right now, that obviously means you are a true MMA fan. Shout out to you for that. That means I know you'll want to hear Habib's new savage response to Ariana Celeste and UFC Ring Girls. So make sure to click this video right here and check it out. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I love you all. Hope you have a great day.